And I have a brother that has been living at Cedar Haven for the last 8 years. The quality of care is heartbreaking, to say the least. One of them is he needs restorative therapy, and since the beginning of this strike, he has not gotten there. He's losing the strength in his knees, and I started with him on the 5th week to try and get him to go up and down his steps so I can take him away. If I'm not there, it doesn't get done. And that's sad. They did start having it a couple of weeks ago, but 2 people isn't enough for floors. It involves nursing, assisting him to walk and do the steps so many times. When I started with him, he could only go up 3 steps, and he had to stop. That was it. And it's in his care plan. And that's been since the beginning. Also, several times over the last few months, when I walk into his room, around 7:30 in the morning, trays are given out for breakfast, and most times I will take my tray to my brother so it's warm. And the resident inside of him, there's always a toilet there that is filled from the night before. Sometimes he goes in the morning, and it's still there. Well, the other morning, he sat on that potty full and ate his breakfast. And that toilet, it smells. You know, when you leave it in the night before and with the medicine that people are taking, sometimes the odor is terrible. Also, they get a bath once a week. I know that's the way most nursing homes are, but my brother was given a bath a week ago Monday. Okay, so this last Monday, however, he was supposed to have a bath. Never came. I had to call in as of Thursday. Now, they've been sick in there. They've been quarantined. He didn't have his bedding done for over a week and a half, and I had to call to get him a bath. Somehow he got lost in the system. That's not good. It isn't sanitary. It sometimes smells in his room. It's just awful. And the same thing with the hair. You know, it might not be a medical condition, but waiting almost 11 weeks for the first time they had their hair cut, and not everybody got it done. It's all that a part-time girl could do. Then she quit. The women, the pride that they have always taken in their lives to have their hair done, to look good, and men too. There they are getting their hair washed. If they had a perm, it's just sticking everywhere. How can they be proud of themselves? You know, they don't have much. All their money is gone. They get $45 a week. The money is gone, and what they have to do is sit with other residents, talk, have a good time, have some crafts, and they sit there with their hair not done. They don't get a break in the afternoon. It's like they're in a prison. They don't even get an afternoon snack. That's pretty pathetic. It does mean a lot for the grooming. It means an awful lot to them. The people on strike are like family to this residence. They have known the residents for many years. Without these experienced folks from our community caring for my brother plus all the residents there, Cedar Haven is not the same. The county commission needs to get involved because these are the people you represent, and this place will never go back to being what it was if they get replaced. One thing I want to say is when these people get sick, in all these years, those people working in Cedar Haven are more of a family than any one of us could ever be. We go in, we spend so many hours, but we leave. They depend on them. For my brother, it was a lot of trust. It took almost a year for him to start trusting people. Does he trust them now? No. Will he tell when something's wrong? Only if he can't take it anymore. He is mentally retarded, so it does take him a little bit of time. So that was a hard thing for trust. But it's just not the same. You know, when these people get sick, those nurses and CNAs will do anything for those. And with this quarantine time of them having the diarrhea and the throw up, it would have been nice to have people you know. They don't. You know, one day it's from Arkansas, one day it's from Delaware, one day it's another company that is in there. I know they're doing what they think is okay, and we've always had nursing come in if we were short, like on a weekend they would have them, but a lot of our regulars were there. And I just think that everybody should look and see Cedar Haven just isn't what it was, and they're at a standstill. Out of 35 nursing homes between here and Lancaster, there are only 3 that will take Medicare and Medicaid. Where are our residents gonna go? That's all they have. They just can't pick up because they have no money. They're stuck. It's like a prison.
So he is not private pay?
The majority are not.
Okay, but your brother specifically is not private pay?
Right, yeah. Yeah, so there's no, if he could pay for himself, I could take him somewhere, but he can't, and I can't afford it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.